that's why that campaign team went from Tony and worked on Jim Molan's campaign. So basically, the Jim Molan campaign was run by Tony's old campaign team. After Jim was rolled from his Senate selection. And I'm also under investigation. So as part of my being in the Liberal Party, you're not allowed to speak to the media about internal party matters. You're not allowed to bring the party into disrepute. And I've been accused of doing both of those things. So apparently I'm under investigation. I haven't been told, like, the press just has reported that. But I guess what I would like to say is that what's in these two articles, page 2 of the Australian and page 5 of the Australian next day, are total lies. I mean, they say I'm a bigot. They say all these awful things I couldn't do. I don't mind being criticised for what I do say, what I do. But it hurts when you get rolled over the barrel for things you didn't say, you didn't do. But that brings me to the point. Even though this is really unfair, and the journalist who wrote it, I don't think is very ethical. Regardless, I still support free press, and if it's a choice between me getting rolled unfairly or the press remaining ungagged, I would prefer the press being ungagged than the occasional bad story. So, the benefits of free press. I guess, look, a free press is not just a nice thing to have. It's not just an extension of our freedom of speech. It's much more important than that. Freedom of press provides tangible protections for our community. And it's something I learned very, very early in my cadetship as a journalist. I used, as I said, I worked in Dubbo. The editor was a guy called Paul Ramage. And we used to have editorial meetings every morning with our editor. And we'd go to his office, there's three cadets. We'd go to his office and he would critique our stories. Now, he wasn't critiquing the stories that would be written for tomorrow's newspaper. He was critiquing the stories that were published in today's newspaper, which is frightening because everything that's wrong is already published. Mm-hmm. So you learn quickly when your mistakes are multiplied, thousands of times in a published newspaper. So even though it was cruel, it was effective. But his name was Paul Ramage. He was editor of the Liberal when I first started, so he was my, I guess, mentor. After I left the Liberal, which was transferred he moved on to be the editor of the Newcastle Herald. And the last time I saw him, he was senior editor on the Sydney Morning Herald. That was 2000. But he was a nice guy. And at these editorial meetings in the mornings with cadets, during one of the critiques, he just said these words: "The nation with a free press has never in history experienced a famine." And that's all he said. Left it floating and moved on. Fine. And those words there have stuck with me over the years. And I haven't researched who originally said it, if anyone. I haven't sort of looked to see if it's true or not. But something tells me it is. And I can't find an example where it isn't true. And you think about this.
Well, you mean Britain didn't have free press at the time of the Irish potato famine?
Well, look, let's wait until question time, and then we can throw everything we've got, but not while the speaker is talking.
Yeah, sorry, David.
I'm happy to prove this wrong, but I haven't researched this, but I guess I've seen instances where we have a drought, or we have starving animals in Australia, and everyone knows about it. And then you see trucks going up the highway taking food or water or sending food vouchers or people helping each other because they know what's going on. and it's not hidden. And you think if we didn't have a free press, I mean, you think about what happened in the Great Leap Forward in China in the late 50s, early 60s, where China moved, the communist organisation moved from being an agrarian society and wanted to become a manufacturing society, and killed somewhere between 45 and 60 million people in doing so. They admit to 15 million, but I think the figures are close to 45 to 60 from what I've read. Do you think that would have happened if people knew? Do you think the world would have sat by and let millions and millions and millions of people die if they knew about it? But it wasn't known about. It wasn't known about because the government of the day didn't want their propaganda to be compromised. And so I guess that's the next point. Why politicians dream of gagging the press? Well, we've seen the China example, where exposing the deficiencies of a system of government that creates so much hardship and so much pain and death, they didn't want that to be exposed. It's to hide the truth. And we saw that with the Julie Gillard example back in 2011, 2013, where she set up an association fraudulently to allow the union mates to function with their slush funds. Both these things point to the same result: it's to retain power. Gagging the press is purely to retain power by politicians, in my experience. So we've had the Australian over the last few months doing a series of articles on gagging the press, and they had the front page with black ink covering the text, and they've continued this thread over many weeks. And while I saw it, read it, some of it, I haven't really been engrossed by it because I don't see it as a bigger threat as they're making out. It's certainly nowhere near as big as the 2013 threat that came through from the Labor government. I mean, the current issue I think is more about a process problem where the federal police are going after journalists rather than people, the whistleblowers. So it's a process issue, it's not a legislative issue. And I think we can fix process issues much easier than legislative issues. Whereas the 2013 is a result of a Prime Minister covering up a pretty dodgy past and trying and doing all she could. I mean, you think about it, journalists lost their jobs. This legislation almost got through.